Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Happy Gaijin. I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that I'm on the Happy Gaijin because for some reason I should be in the Happy Gaijin. Welcome to the Happy Gaijin, everyone. I'm Nathan, and I've just put out a reaction which I'm trying. I don't want this channel to become a reaction channel, but it's so interesting, in my opinion, to see people actually doing their interpretation of a Japan trip, if that makes any sense, and seeing how they do things. And I guess it's more of a, to be honest, it's more of a commentary. It's become more of a commentary video rather than a reaction. Obviously there are reactions in there, but I like I guess I like to add commentary to specific styles of topics of videos. For example, first trips to Japan, cultural experiences in Japan, that sort of thing, because I've been so many times now that I feel that I can actually give some input from my experience to my trips to Japan, if that makes any sense. So please don't forget to give this live stream a like. Let's start with a like, and I will be checking the chat in a minute. Maybe the actual reaction video, commentary video, is still running. I'm not very sure. I've just run this way because I wasn't very sure what was going on. But yeah, I'm always looking forward to hanging out with you guys on a Wednesday here on the Happy Gaijin and on a Sunday on the Ninja Monkey channel. I consider myself very fortunate to have a really great group of people that are interested in Japan, positive, helpful, and wanting to help one another. And I love the fact that this little community that we're growing here on Happy Gaijin and on Ninja Monkey is so welcoming and so helpful. So I have to say thank you very much, because if it wasn't for you guys, I would literally be speaking to myself right now, and it would be a very boring stream. So yeah, it was really fun actually to be in the chat of the premiere for that reaction, because it meant that I could actually, interact with you as one of the chat, which is pretty cool. But I'm here now, and I'm going to get straight to the chat. See who's here. I've got my Coke Zero, all in the festive Coke Zero. It seems we have a Santa there with a beach ball. It looks like an Australian Coke Zero or something. But yeah, let's see who's here. As always, I love seeing who's here. Don't forget, if you are new, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, help the channel out. And also let us know where you're watching from. What's the temperature like? What's your day been like? When are you going to Japan next? Lots of questions, but questions that we're all interested in. So we have, hello, Mike Zimmerman. Hey, how are you doing? Zerdane, how are you doing? Mark G. There we are again. Hello and good evening, Nathan and everyone else. Hey, Jennifer's in the house. Hey, Jennifer, 6K. Yay. It's my best video here on Happy Gaijin. Jennifer, subscriber, friend, she invited me and a friend to go to Osaka to watch a baseball game. I was going to say match, but I've learned baseball game, and I had so much fun. It was one of the highlights of my trip, I'm not going to lie. It was so much fun. Hey, back in the clay from sunny LA. And John, previous video demonstrates how a failure to plan for little things can diminish enjoyment. I don't think, to be honest, she was obviously trying to make a very entertaining video, which she did. She succeeded. That video was epic. I was really impressed when I watched it. But ultimately, she says 2 hours in 2 hours in the airport. I don't know. I don't think, I don't know. I can't imagine somebody being lost in the airport for 2 hours, finding a way out. I mean, if she counts the waiting for the luggage and passport control and everything, maybe. But yeah, I guess it's true. Planning makes a big difference to your trip to Japan, for sure, certainly. Hey, Go Wander Down Under, how you doing? Where are you watching from, by the way? down under, but where? John Mitchell, hi everyone, follow the sun, good day again. And we have Jim here. I nearly read Jim Ichiban instead of Jim Ross for some reason. Japan Ichiban knew Tokyo was big, but didn't realize that mountains separated parts of the city. I thought I go to an onsen in rural areas of Tokyo, found out without a car was 6-hour trip. Yes, some areas in Tokyo can take a very long time. When I was researching my less visited, less crowded Tokyo video, there were some places that I wanted to go to, but it was going to take me 2 hours on the train or an hour and a half on the train. I was like, maybe not this time. But yeah. Howdy from Tokyo, Yon. Bojo Pigeon, you're in Tokyo, yay! Are you jet lagged, my friend? Hello, Japan Ichiban, the man from the Facebook group. Please check out his channel. It's a channel and Facebook group. CE Rose, fun times. Hi everyone. It's a big place, Jim, but I guess not if you're a Canadian. No, I mean as a city, it's huge. It's literally like a country. I keep on telling people. Robert says, Jamon, Long Beach, California here. It's sunny, 67 degrees, going back to Japan in April. Yay, awesome. And thanks to you. Yeah, well, that's what we're here for. We're here to hype you guys up, basically. 37 degrees today. Wow. Here, it's been a little bit, I guess it's probably been around the 16 or 17 degrees, 18 degrees. But the last 2 days have been quite mental. Yesterday and the day before were at around 25 degrees, and we had the hottest December daytime registered temperature in the last 40 years or 30 years here in Gibraltar. 25 degrees Celsius in the middle of the day in Gibraltar is pretty high for December. I think our averages probably will be more close to 2021 December, maybe 19. But yeah, crazy. Baseball match sounds good too. It does. It's difficult for me to get it right though. My trip plan is in Discord with help of some of you. So thanks again for helping. Yeah, Mike. Just a quick remember. Thanks for reminding me. But this is a quick reminder, and that is that we have a Discord community on Discord, a Ninja Monkey community Discord, and there is a Japan itinerary planning channel. And the best way to use it really is to create a trip under a thread, and then everything can be contained there. Questions, we can help each other out, etc. So I'm glad it's being useful. Jim Ross, Japan Ichiban. I thought you could just go in more or less straight line. Learned I didn't know as much as I thought. You know, I'm learning every single day myself. I don't, half the time, I'm still shocked by Japan. It's the beauty of the country, I think. That's what I love about it. Me too in Sydney. Ooh, did I miss something? Message retracted. I don't know why, but 5:30 a.m. Just happened to check my phone and got the notice. May fall back to sleep. Well, you dude, fall back to sleep. It's 5:30 a.m. for goodness sake. You need all the energy you can get to explore Tokyo, right? Just returned from Tokyo, so no immediate plans. Damn it. For now. Yeah, Mike used it exactly like that. That's definitely the best way to use it, because it means that everything is contained. Some people put things there in the Discord, but I just find that everything ends up separated and mixed up all over the place. So nice, Jim. There are few less well-known train lines. That is true, very true. That crisscross the city. My favorite is the Fukutoshin Metro, the brown line. It's an unsung hero in Tokyo. I've used the brown line before. I just never knew what it was called. Yeah, but I've definitely used the brown line. So, watching from Sydney. Thank you for watching all the way from Sydney. I'm looking at you, down under. You're like completely opposite to me. Gibraltar is literally more or less the opposite, pretty much between like Australia, New Zealand, that sort of area. So in Vegas it's 15 degrees. Oh, you're still in Vegas, it's true. Well, you're not coming back today. The heat is melting me. 4 days ago, I was barbecuing in -5 degrees in a t-shirt. What? -5 in a t-shirt with no jacket? You're crazy, my friend. Hey, Daniel and Yuka. How's Yuka doing? I mean, she must be about to pop, right? That girl must be ready to pop. I am so excited to meet the new addition to the family. Hopefully I can. I don't know, but hopefully. Definitely not 22 degrees here now. Good morning from the snow pile. 5:30 a.m. here too. Dude, I know that you're in deep in snow most of the time, but for people like myself who aren't really used to snow, it's exciting to have snow, right? I'm excited to go back to Japan just so that I can wear something that's a little bit thicker. I've got some sweaters, some jumpers that I don't get to wear, so. Dan H, with 20-day trip, do you think spending most of your time in the Tokyo, Osaka and Sapporo with the odd day trips to Nara, Kyoto, or better to visit more smaller cities? Also, how are monkeys in Gibraltar? All right, 20-day trips, you've got quite a substantial amount of time. So you do have enough time to spread yourself out. It depends how you do it. I'm very keen on starting in Tokyo, ending in Tokyo. Sapporo specifically is quite far away, so you need to consider the amount of time that it's going to take you to get to Hokkaido. Potentially flying might be your best bet if you want to spend some time there. Me personally, if I'm coming from Tokyo, I would probably stay in Kyoto, because Tokyo and Kyoto are quite different cities in the style of city, whilst Osaka and Tokyo are kind of similar, like epic, you know, metropolises. What's the word? But Tokyo and Osaka are not similar in terms of the way that they are, but they are big cities, is what I'm saying. Whilst Kyoto has a completely different vibe, so you might want to consider using Kyoto as a base to visit Osaka. I also think, me personally, that there's a lot more to do in Kyoto than in Osaka. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. That's just my opinion. Sapporo is an amazing city. I've traveled to Sapporo in the summer. I've never done it in the winter. I'd love to do it in the winter. But yeah, and in terms of day trips, definitely, I think if you could spread yourself out between those 3 or 4 places, maybe even add Kanazawa, which is like an unsung hero, in my opinion. Now that I've traveled and I've seen that city, you can add some other cities that are smaller, just to get away from the tourist crowds. You have a perfect trip. And as for the monkeys in Gibraltar, they're vicious. They're vicious and I hate them. I don't hate them, but they can be quite vicious. So you could think of doing a forum channel for that, so you can force it. Ah, yeah. You see, I don't know anything about Discord. It was because somebody said, hey, why don't you have... Actually, it wasn't even that. Somebody had a Discord. There was a Ninja Monkey Discord before and somebody said, hey, why aren't you in the Ninja Monkey Discord, basically? And I joined the Discord. Some people started a Ninja Monkey Discord, if I remember right. It was quite fun. Telling you can love the IKEA house video. Yeah. I even included it in one of my latest videos because it's a great video. I love it. I love that style of video. Well done. I don't think I will ever catch up to you, Hungry Monkey. Happy Gaijin. How many trips? 20 was it? I think I'm up to 11. I think... I actually think this might be my number 21 or 22. I'm not very sure. I think it might be 22, which is the number of viewers that we have right now, surprisingly. 5 degrees right now, 5:34 a.m. in Tokyo. 5 degrees, nice. Little Big Sis is here. Hey, everyone. Hey, Little Big Sis. Metropoli. Because it's like metropolis. Metropolis. What do you call more than one metropolis? Metropolises or metropoli? Good question. Hey, Danny B is in the house also. Awesome. We have loads of regulars here today. And Jim Ross says, Japan, 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 that's why this channel is so great. The collective knowledge here is like a masterclass in experiencing Japan 100%. It's why I love doing the live streams, because most of the time I learn something myself. So, or I get some kind of an idea of somewhere that I should go that I haven't been to, or some amazing restaurant or experience or story. And I also get to know more people. So Nathan's put together a ragtag bunch of J-holics, 100%. Verging on a problem sometimes. Okay, I confused a cashier at a German bakery yesterday paying with a 2,000 yen note. Seems they are very rare to see in circulation these days, but I got a bunch last time from the Forex. Yeah, I don't think I've ever confused anybody, but people are surprised. I think the word would be surprised because they are quite rare. I've never had any problems using them though, but they are relatively rare. And I once got some, I changed like a couple of hundred of pounds, and they gave it all completely in 2,000 yen notes. So imagine the amounts of surprises that I got. I wasn't aware that it was such a big deal until I actually started using them. No. The 2,000 yen note is the only note that isn't going to be changing in July, when the notes change in July, by the way. Regarding Kanazawa, I did add it to my plan after you and Amnestar recommended it. Anything you recommend to do in Kanazawa besides Kenrokuen? Yeah, well, I have a whole video. I have two videos there. One of them is like new attractions in Kanazawa, and I totally recommend. There's a really amazing restaurant called, what was it called? It's in the video. Barrier. It was called Barrier. That restaurant was incredible. It's a real interesting, really cool experience. It's like a mixture between a restaurant and a modern art museum and a fine dining experience. It's kind of insane, really. So that was pretty darn good. I recommend. And also, there's quite a few things in that video that I recommend that you check out. The thing is, a few days before it was minus 20. What? So 5 degrees Celsius, minus 5 felt super warm. By the way, for your information, I'm still 500 view hours away from getting the monetization running on this channel, so there can be super chats and memberships, etc. However, it's part of the reason why I'm pushing this drive to do commentary and reaction videos, because pretty much every reaction video or so that I put out gets between 25 and 40 watch hours, so they all start adding up. So if I put out another 10 before I go, potentially I might get there, plus the live streams. We'll see. Back from food hunting, what did you eat? Oh, on that note, not food but drink, and I know that we don't have emojis here, and once we do monetize here, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do in terms of memberships. Because I wish that I could share memberships across, but I'm not very sure I can. The exchange, we only have 1,000 or 5,000. Metropolises. Okay, there we go. Why rare? I really don't know why, but they seem to be. I guess it's something to do with, I'm guessing, I don't think vending machines vending machines give out 2,000 yen notes, so something in consecutive order, really. I kept one 2K note for memories. I haven't kept any. I didn't really think about keeping, but I wish I should have. I wish I would have. I still have 2 of the 2,000 notes left. Mike, yeah, please look at it. There's 2 videos, Kanazawa, and there's one that's Kanazawa, and another one is like new attractions in Japan. There's lots to do in Kanazawa. Yeah, Japan. I had a great time there this year. Samurai District, huge seafood market, some great temples to visit. It really is a nice place. I think 2 nights is a good amount of time. It's great to take it easy, I think, that city. Hit the like button, everyone. Yes, please, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Alminox, always here rocking the boat. Coke Zero, my friend. Coke Zero, my friend. The 2,000 yen note worked just fine at the Welcome Suica machine. Really? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Do a non-stop stream from here till you hit the goal. I thought about that, but I'm at work and stuff like that. What am I gonna do? I can't stream my work, and it would be weird to just leave just leave like the camera going. Yeah, I thought of more streaming, but stream me sleeping? I don't think so. Roast beef and radish and cheese and toast and some smoked salmon. That sounds like an interesting combination of food there. It all sounds delicious. Some vending machines or most will not take 2,000 yen notes. Yeah, that's what my experience has been in the past. But I'm guessing that maybe some would. I'd die in 40 degrees Celsius after I almost or did get heat exhaustion in Kagoshima. I feel anything above 20 degrees Celsius affects me way more than it used to. Yeah, it's the weather can affect different people in different ways. Like for example, I'm sure that if I was to go to the cold to Canada in the winter, I would find it very difficult. I used to keep the notes in my wallet, but they got worn over time, so I keep them in my coin bank now. Good idea. Can you remind me, what is a website to determine if it's better to get a JR pass, regional or individual train passes? There isn't a specific website that will determine whether a regional pass is worth it for you, as far as I'm aware. But if you search for on Google JR pass calculator, there are various ones that you can use where you put all your trip and it will tell you. Unfortunately, when it comes to regional passes, you just need to look at the regional pass that you might be interested in using and weigh it out yourself, because regional passes are usually very difficult to calculate or compare against somebody's itinerary, because for example, there is no real regional pass that goes from Tokyo to Kyoto, for example. The closest one would be the the Arch Pass. I can't even say it. The Arch Pass. What was it? Hakuriku, I think it is, the Hakuriku Arch Pass. That goes via Kanazawa. So that is a workaround, but a lot of people, when they have an itinerary, usually it includes quite a few places that might actually be more than one regional pass, if that makes any sense. So you would have to check that out yourself. Yeah, going to be 2 nights in Kanazawa, but 1 day is planned for a day trip to Hakusan National Park. Although the bus trip will take nearly 2 hours to get there, I'm sure it will be worth it. Maybe you have one of those water drinking birds that work forever. You can put one on the camera while at work. I can't, unfortunately I can't do that. Water drinking birds. But it's a great idea. The Arch Pass is fantastic for now. They have said that the price is going to be going up in the spring. I think at the end of March, the price will be going up. We just don't know how much. So, didn't know that was a thing. I just looked how much train tickets would cost me to get to the big cities where I'll stay. You didn't know what was a thing. To be honest, now, like, I've just helped plan a trip for a work colleague, actually my boss, and I said to her, I said, don't even bother with the JR pass. I already knew that it wasn't going to be worth it, because it was literally going to be Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, and Kanazawa. and the Arch Pass didn't quite work for her, just because the amount of time that there was between. That's the other thing that you need to be aware of, is that a lot of these regional passes, and even the Japan Rail Pass, National Pass, is timed. You have a week to use it. The Hokuriku Arch Pass, I think it's 5 days to use it, or maybe a week, I'm not very sure. But you got to weigh all those things up. You might not want to be rushing your trip either. Hokuriku, that's it. Hokuriku. Streaming other people's content while going off screen to do something else makes you a true streamer. Reaction content is lazy and theft. Well, have you not seen my reaction videos recently? Alminox, I've been making loads of reaction videos in the last few weeks. Mainly commentary though, more than anything. The Shinkansen is the same name here. The Shinkansen is the same name. I might use it next time it's cheap. It can be cheap, yeah. 6-pack of perpetual birds for 24. I don't know what these things are. What are these perpetual birds? Somebody explain. JR Pass calculator if it's worth it. But even for my plan, it's still not worth it. Exactly. And sometimes it's worth it for the 1 week trip, but it's not worth it for the 2 week trip. And you're like, well, should I fit it all in 1 week? But then it kind of defeats the point, right? By the way, that Shinkansen is now extended to Suruga. That's it. It's going to be extended. It's not extended yet. Or yes, it is extended, but it's extending even more. That's right. Yeah, it's only 5. That's a problem. It's a great pass, but it's only 5 days, I believe, which means that it does limit how you can use it, really. Always remember the perpetual birds from the first Alien movie. Everywhere in the Nostromo. I'm loving the reaction videos. Thank you very much. I'm loving making them because it really is giving me a great perspective of other people's point of views, and mainly the most important thing for me is that I'm just not watching and laughing, or not just watching and giggling, but that I'm hopefully giving some commentary, some interesting facts and commentary to do with the reaction, with the video, if that makes any sense. So I'm adding some value, adding some of my opinions, etc. Please tell us, yes. It can be worth it if you change the city every 1 or 2 days. Yeah, pretty much. And it also depends on how far the city is. If it's a good distant city, then it might be worth it. But yeah. Power TRC Magic Drinking Bird. What the hell is that? I have to search Power Magic Drinking Bird. What the hell is it? Ah, I know what it is now. Oh yeah, okay, I know what you mean. I've seen it before. It's this thing that drinks the water and it just keeps on going. That might be fun. Hello, all from Berkeley, California. Nice. Any advice and recommendations for us that will be using wheelchairs? That is a great question, Anna. And it's something that I've been dying to do a video about, but I haven't been able to find enough people to sort of home into. So I'm gonna try to answer that question for you. And I'm also going to ask you, when you go to Japan, if you would be happy to feedback what your experience of disabilities and that kind of thing in Japan would be like. Because I think it's a very important conversation that has to be had, that isn't had enough. I don't think there's enough videos out there to help people with who are on wheelchairs, or people who are blind, people who have any kind of disabilities in Japan. And it's an area that I would like to get into, and just to make my channel as inclusive as I can make it. Unfortunately, right now, I haven't gone down that route, but definitely it's something that I really want to help, you know. So I want to help you. So any advice or recommendations for us that will be using wheelchairs? Yes, number one, contact I would say, from not first-hand experience, but from what I've seen throughout many trips that I've been on, and that is that if you contact the station staff, they will help you. There are special ramps, and I've seen these happen. These come out whenever there's somebody in a wheelchair. There will be somebody that puts a ramp to help you get onto the wheelchair, to help you get onto the train, number one. Number two, a lot of stations have special lifts or elevators that take you to the platform, but also be aware that there are some stations that don't, so you might have to do a little bit of planning around and seeing if the station has a wheelchair access. Apart from that, sometimes the wheelchair accessibility might not take you out in the exact exits that you might want to, but it will take you up. Obviously, you'll be able to get out of the station without any problems. But ultimately, I think from what I've seen and through the little research that I've been doing for a potential video in the future, what I've seen is that people are incredibly in Japan, accessibility is taken very seriously, and as long as you sort of like ask for aid or ask for help, they will help you. Now, I'm not very sure what the standards and the norms are, but I know that, for example, for blind people or people with visually impaired people in Japan, you need to get some kind of a special certificate to prove that you're blind, or that you have a that you have a problem with your eyesight or whatever. And once you've got that special certificate, that will open up the doors to all sorts of treatment. Now, I'm not very sure it would be the same for a wheelchair. I don't think it would be, because you're in a wheelchair after all. Like, what other you know, like, proof do you need? But ultimately, there's that. Also, my suggestion would also be, ask at hotels. People underestimate the power of the receptionist at a hotel. Usually, most cases, people who work in hotels are local people who have lived in the city for a very long time. They might be able to help you, and just plan ahead as much as you can. I am not very sure, but I think that on Google Maps there might be an accessibility option, and if not in Apple Maps, you'd have to check, but there might be. So those are all just a few little things that you might want to start looking into. But obviously, when somebody has a disability, it's probably very important to plan ahead, to research, which you're obviously doing by asking that question. In terms of restaurants, obviously that's going to be a little bit harder. You might want to do a little bit of research ahead of time for restaurants that are wheelchair friendly. A lot of restaurants, thankfully, are actually in upper floors which have elevator access. So you probably be fine because you're going up on an elevator. But there are some that go down, and those basement sort of like situations might be a little bit harder. So my suggestion is, and it's something that I do not even for disability reasons, but as I go along, I start making note of restaurants that might tickle my fancy, restaurants that I might want to go to. I'm not very sure if there are any forums out there for disabled people, but that might be also a great way to get started also. Anyway, that's as far as I can take you from the little experience that I have and from my observations from when I've traveled around the country. So yeah, sorry I couldn't be of more help. But I'm glad you're here, because I am glad that we can have somebody I love it that we have people from all sorts of backgrounds and situations, because this is a true Japan travel channel for everyone. So yeah, love it. JR East website has 7 days for the arch pie. So, okay, 7 days, that's not too bad. Okay, either Jari or Jani use a wheelchair. They got answers. Jenny. Yeah, please get in contact with me when are you going, and when do you get back? I mean, even potentially having a chat, a video call or something might be great to help other people out. Nathan, you're very complimentary when you do reviews of other videos. On top of that, you make reviews fun. Sucking up big time. Thank you. I think it's very important to value the amount of work that a creator has gone through to create a video, you know. So, and I do believe that the word that YouTube uses is transformative. If a video isn't transformative after a reaction, then you're doing it wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. Life Where I'm From did a video a long time ago about disability access in Tokyo, but mostly as an interview piece. A good idea for a recommendation video. Okay, I'll ask him. He's actually a friend of mine, so I'll send him a message and see. Maybe he can help me out with some answers there. Jim Ross, hell, I guess I'll skip go round broadcast. Stay here, it's too much fun. You can always watch it and come back. I mean, I'm probably going to be here for another 20 minutes or so. The only bad point pointed out by a lone female wheelchair, she said this would call the perverts out since she is alone and in a wheelchair for Japanese trains. Okay, I don't know if that's what she says. Hey, Frog Lady is here. How you doing, Froggy? Never late, never late. Never. There are accessible taxis also in Japan. Very true. Mrs. Froggy. May I ask if you could down the music a little? Yeah, I can. Sorry about that. Hopefully that's a little bit better. It's hard to hear you from for me right now. Of course. Music can go down. Dun dun dun. Hi, are you okay with a cyclone? Are you okay with a cyclone? Who's having a cyclone? By the way, everyone, if you have any recommendations that you think I should be reacting to, or more like you want to hear commentary of a specific video, please let me know, because I am literally right now going through my recommendations, finding videos that I think might be interesting to react to, and they're all coming from my recommendations. But it would be really cool if you could recommend some videos for me to react to. Got to be careful that this doesn't become a full-on reaction channel though. But I've noticed that people like them, so when a lone female's wheelchair calls out for the special service on trains, the conductors yell out in understandable Japanese that gotta run. Okay. Cliffhanger. Till next time. How's life on the beach? Yeah, Frog Lady. It must be so hot right now, right? I've been watching the news. Australia is like on fire. Like burning, so hot. Lots of debris, but no danger now. I'm glad. Just still windy and lots of rain. Still the chance of flooding in low areas because of the king tides. The weather is just mad. To be honest, I could not figure out what Clay was going on about. I was like, what? Sometimes there's this lost in translation thing. Hey, Tawada is in the house. Let's see what golden nugget Tawada brings us today. I should have like a special like ring a special jingle whenever Tawada says something. There's a wonderful Cubism exhibit in Ueno. I'm going to the Monet exhibit, but it is packed with nothing but Japanese women. Count me in. I will be there. What was it? Monet exhibit packed with nothing but Japanese women. Who's gonna join me? I'm not kidding you, Tawada. I might have some kind of a special like dun 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 chime before you say something. I love your comments. Good. Play me either. Something about pervs. I was like, seriously, like, what the hell is he going on about? Wheelchair perverts? Like, what? Tawada all alone with hundreds of women. Sounds like a dream. Good for the men, that's what I'm saying. Count me in. It's my special version of Hell's Nothing Worse. Why? It's just funny because I just don't expect some of a lot of the things that you write, Tawada. I just don't expect. I love it. Special version of hell. There's nothing worse. Let's get ready for Tawada time. Thoughts from Japan against Japan. Thoughts from Japan against Japan. Indeed. I love that we have such different ideas about Japan. Soggy Froggy. Also, My Heaven on Earth on the 18th in Odaiba is a performance of the No Play Takasago. What is that? I don't know what that is. The No Play Takasago. I'm wondering what it is. Hold on a second. Tawada, you're a person of culture. Lots of women, maybe not all bad. Indeed. Okay, now my bite of roast beef is back on the plate. Lani, yeah. I try not to do anything indoors in Japan. Yeah, I definitely spend a lot more time outdoors, definitely, for sure. Unless it's a typhoon. Indoors, typhoons you need to be indoors, obviously. Or in the summer it's so hot also in the summer that you just want the air conditioning, so you sort of, yeah, it can be, yeah. Takasago is a typical celebration play done at the end of the year. It's about love and poetry. Interesting. Takasago. Sounds very interesting. Anybody have any suggestions as to what I should potentially react to, or any commentary that you think I should give? Any video specifically, you've probably noticed the kind of video that I'm going for. Tourism related, culture related, people's opinions on traveling to Japan for the first time, or people's reacting to whatever. I leave indoor stuff for rainy days. Yeah, if it's the time of the year when it's going to rain, that's a great consideration for your itinerary. One that I actually don't normally mention, but it's probably quite important. If you're going to be traveling in the summer, it can be rainy, and it's probably a good idea to have a few rainy day backup plans. Yes, I use an umbrella unless bad weather, then dangerous with umbrella. Tawada, I'm so jealously in envy of you. I will take your spot at the No Play. There you go. Frog Lady and Tawada, the most cultured people here in the chat. Yeah, let me know. The video, let me know. Try to tend to find channels that are mainly you know, what's the word, like channels that are not too new, that are established. Those kind of videos I'm looking for. Established channels. You could react to the idiotic YouTubers in Japan. It would be good for views. Which idiotic YouTubers? There's so many. All these first-time travelers are making videos about what not to do in Japan. Yeah, send any along to me. Some good shopping. I love shopping arcades. I think shopping arcades are great in Japan, actually. So you've probably all noticed that I am putting out more content on Happy Gaijin because, like I mentioned before, I have this set up permanently now. It's amazing. I think the backdrop isn't too bad. I think it could use a little bit of work. But ultimately, I am set up permanently. I've got 2 lights that are mounted to the wall, which I don't need to worry about. They're just there on the wall. I switch them on and I'm ready to go. I've got a camera that's currently on a tripod that I'm going to be mounting to the wall soon to make things even quicker for setup. And I have this little table that I'm sitting on with this backdrop. And it means that literally I can sit down and I can, within 5 minutes, be recording something. And it used to take me at least 15 or 20 minutes before to set everything up in my living room. So this has been revolutionary. This has totally changed the way that I'm making content. I just feel like it's less of a stress, it's more fun. If I find some kind of video that I need to react to, I can have it done, ready to go within 5 minutes. I can start reacting and film. But yeah, any ideas what I could do? How could I improve this backdrop? This is the window, so I can't do anything there, unfortunately. But oh, and by the way, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, people. My girlfriend has a salon appointment in Roppongi this morning. Japanese women are so much trouble. I have not cycled. I would love to. You could do reactions of abroad in Japan famous vids and low effort views. You know, it's really interesting. I've done in the past reactions of Japan, abroad in Japan, and they haven't been too popular. Yeah, I could try again. Has anyone cycled? The guy who got on the trains for free, you could just talk how it's all bollocks. There's no way you can get on Shinkansen in Tokyo Station for free. The gates are like the Korean DMZ. But he did though, didn't he? I think he jumped over the gates. This is the whole point. He was, well, I'd have to research, but my understanding is that he was obviously using the fact that Japanese people are not confrontational and doing things that he shouldn't be doing, as a, you know, using that fact that people were just not confronting him when he was doing things that he shouldn't be doing. But yeah, that would be a good one if you do find. And the thing is that I'd love it if you could send me a link, because I try not to go too deep into research, because then I wouldn't be reacting, right? Because it would mean that I would have seen the video before I react. So okay, now I need something sweet. Coca-Cola Zero. Little Big Sis, back in the clay. I'm planning on doing it in the future. Great idea, Nathan. Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad. Seriously, it just makes it so much nicer. I may have something for you in a few hours or in the next day's up and running that may improve your creator presentation. Gonna write you in Discord when I have it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Anything to help, obviously. Now I'm intrigued. Please write before I go to bed. I'll be thinking about it before I go to bed. Is she trying to look good for you? Or is she trying to impress someone else? Bum, bum, bum. Don't say those things. Sitting in the Japanese train doesn't magically make the ride free? No. Oh my God, seriously, do some people... I've noticed something. I've noticed two things. That is that some people can't hear the difference between a British accent. My accent is completely different to Chris from abroad in Japan. I look completely different to him, yet the amount of random comments that I get on sometimes saying, "Oh, I thought you are Chris abroad in Japan imposter," or whatever, and I'm like, I'll take that as a compliment. Yes. Get some sound panels. Ooh. Though the audio is crisp anyway, they look cool. Yeah, they do, but I need to figure out where would I put it. That's a problem. Because at the moment, I have this I can't really get rid of. I mean, in the future, I could do something. I have this sort of corner, and I could potentially like rebuild something. I think the desk is too big. I think the desk could be different. You know, I can invest in something. I mean, I'm next, this 2024, I want to invest in hard drive space. I would love to have some kind of a server or hard disk space or whatever, where I have all of my footage in one place, so that I can have a good backlog of B-roll. Because at the moment I have it across 6 or 7 different drives, and it's a nightmare. So that's going to be a big investment, that one. He doesn't show himself doing anything that would make the ride free, but he was bothering and harassing people, which is bad enough. Don't bother and harass people, guys. We've learned this. Wasn't the guy that starts the whole thing because he started a bet who could travel for Japan without paying? I don't know. I need to check it out. When am I planning to go to sleep in the next hour? Or I could just check in the morning when I wake up. Or just give me an idea. Who started? Tawada, did you get the full meal deal? 3 or 4 hour tea ceremony? I've never done the whole real ceremony, only the versions for tourists. I've only done the version for tourists too, I have to admit. But really, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a version for tourists per se, because I have been to some like temples that have given me like not a tea ceremony, but have poured tea in a nice way, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, very true. Remember to include something with minimally dressed women for the thumbnails when farming for views. Aminox, words of wisdom and truth. Very true. Might be good to ask Clay, yeah. Back the desk out. Put them on the wall and not the foam ones, please. Yeah, I need to definitely make the desk is too deep. So I think I could make the desk like a nicer desk. This is all IKEA, by the way. And yeah, I guess that this wall could have some panels. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it can be a 2024 project. Nathan, are we still having a top tier patron call before you go to Japan? I'd love to, yes. I think it would be lovely to have a Christmassy, wintry, top tier patron video call. Absolutely. Maybe I can start planning that, announcing it on the Sunday stream and on Ninja Monkey. I think it would be great. I did say I was going to be doing it every 4 months or so, so it's about time. I'll send you a photo on Instagram of my setup. Yay, please. It might inspire you, absolutely. Like I said, at the moment I've tried to make the best of what I have. It's just a little bit limiting at the moment. I guess I could change things around in the future in this room, but it's a little bit difficult. I don't think it's too bad. I think in a way it's a better setup than what I had with in the living room when I was doing the streams before. But I could do something different here. I mean, there's no reason this doesn't have to be here. This can all go into storage, and I can actually, you know, put shelves or whatever, make it nicer. We'll see. Tokyo Explore makes hour-long walking around Tokyo videos, but the thumbnails always are from the 7 seconds where he captured images of a cute girl. Yes, I know this. I need to start capturing more cute girls. Mission accepted. Mission accepted. I know Asta, but as usual, it seems to be appearance and fashion are important to her. Lani says hot chocolate and German Christmas cake pieces. Stollengebak. Sorry, I am not able to translate this properly. It's okay. It's a small room. That's why I'm trying to use a corner. So that's a wall and that's a wall there. So I'm trying to sort of use a corner there, and I don't really have any other corners that I could use. I mean, maybe I could use that corner. There's another part over there. 2024 is going to be a year of experiments with this room, I guess. Yeah, Tokyo Lens does some nice walks, I must admit. Guys, I am going to start ending the stream shortly. It's an hour. I try to keep it to an hour on the Wednesdays. And we had that extra bonus reaction chat that was fun. So it's been quite a good little run today. It's been so much fun. We've had some new faces. Or new I don't know, not faces, new people. New names in the chat, which has been really cool. Are the shelves connected to the desk? If so, you need a new desk. It's connected, but the desk can be removed. The desk can be removed, but obviously this needs to live somewhere. I need to do work. Yeah, and if anybody knows anything about like hard disks and drives and stuff like that, can you please give me some advice? Because I need something basically that's like 16 terabytes or 20 terabytes or whatever, something like that. And it, yeah, somebody mentioned a RAID, but I don't even know what that is. Somebody mentioned a SMB and a NAS, but I think that's going to be too slow. Anyway, I'm confused as hell when it comes to that. We will meet on Sunday. We will meet on Sunday on Ninja Monkey for sure. Yeah. I think Hotel Route in Grand Tokyo Asakusabashi is actually really nice. It is business class, so lots of men having their parties and using the public bath right now. Really? Ooh. Public bath is nice. I love public bath. Start ending the stream soon. Okay, as long as you take a while before you finish editing. Ending the stream. I will be ending the stream. I'm just waiting for the 1 hour marks, more or less. Plus, Alminox, it's been so nice actually having you in the stream for a while. It's been great. I'm waiting for green screen of Nathan charming females in izakayas. Next on the Happy Gaijin. When you're in the stream, give me a few minutes and I'll send you photos or video. Go ahead, send it to me on Discord or on Instagram. And if I don't check it today, I'll check it tomorrow in the morning. Don't worry. Love and Izakaya stream. The one me and Nathan did in Tokyo was great this year. It was fun. It was fun. Did we eat horse meat? Did we order horse meat at the end? But it was a horse meat place, wasn't it? It was kind of random. I arrive on the 27th, my friends. 27th of December till the 6th of January. I actually return on the 7th of January. But the 7th is the write-off, I believe. So I arrive on the 27th. I'm there until the 6th of January. I hope that we can meet up, but I know that it's going to be a very hectic, crazy period for you. And it would be nice if we could meet up. I'll be back in March also. It was good to have a base there for a Tokyo visit. Just have to wake up to join at 5 a.m. I'll be in the right time zone soon, but then you're coming back to Europe. So we're going to be reversing, which is kind of crazy. Bojo Pigeon, still up. Thank you very much. Mitch, don't worry. I'll be on plane Sunday, so won't be at the live. I'll catch you later. No problem, dude. Thanks so much for letting me know. It was a horse meat place, but we just had some small snacks. No horse meat. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's been an epic Wednesday. It's really been just what I needed. Midweek positivity, hanging out with you guys here. And as always, I say this all the time, but I really do mean it. And that is that time is value. And the fact that you've decided to spend some of your day here watching and joining in to this live stream means a lot. I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. And just one little thing before we go, please make sure that you liked the stream and check out Ninja Monkey and some of my other content on here. Thank you, everyone. Anna, let me know if you find any answers. I am very much looking forward to hearing how I can help in that regard, educating people. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you in the next live stream on Ninja Monkey. Till then,